to the Inner Circle podcast. We are here closing out Pride Month. It is the last week, I guess. I mean, June is Pride Month, but it is the last week, and we
The
are
last
our
hurrah.
last episode, the last hurrah, and we are closing it with none other. We're not even gonna wait much long and keep you guys in suspense. And it's surprise like we are gonna bring this person out. He's an OG. He's a friend of the show, and he's as gay as us. Welcome to the show. I know you missed him. I know it's been a while. He should have kept y'all waiting, but he's here now. Welcome, our boy Shawn. Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
The bitch is back.
Oh yeah.
a good applause for the OG.
Hey, queen.
Oh my God, you still are looking fabulous. Were you wearing the same shirt?
We're Shein sluts. No, I'm just kidding. Where did you get that shirt at Shein? Because I got this one.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get no lead poisoning or anything, but yeah.
Not you
That's a
shopping
new
in
joke.
the feminine section. No,
This was under the men's. This is the surprising funny thing. We've had this top for like a year, I believe now.
Yeah, I've had this for a minute. I wore it to the Bad Bunny concert.
Yes, you did. So you had it since August. I bought this, I think July or August, but never wore it. And we've been meaning to wear it on the show together, but you couldn't find it, etc. But here we are. We finally making it happen. The Bobsy twins. But
we're freaking frack.
But Shawn, first to you, before we catch up, freaking frack. Let's talk about you. How you been? What's going on? I'll tell what's new.
Nothing really. Nothing really. I've been being like an uncle. I've been deep in my uncleness.
I know
hey,
you have.
When you have, I don't know. It's so different having a niece than having nephews. Just the girls being different. I don't know. She's here right now making noise.
I know. I think I just heard. Yeah.
Yeah. She sounds like a little baby doll.
Now,
yeah.
We gotta ask too. We gotta get into it, bitch. Are you single? Are you dating? What's going on since what's going on in the love life?
Oh God, yeah, I'm single. I'm single.
Sexy, and
It's the Sahara Desert down there. It's dried up, but
it's not the Sahara Desert.
It's okay. No, I don't like. I'll be honest. I don't think I had sex this year. Too.
We're going on 7 months, buddy.
I know.
Let me stop because I was on my celibate shit for like the first 6 months. Don't expose me, bitch. But no, but people have needs. But
yeah,
I feel like you have to also, like, if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next point. Can we talk about how there are red flags in the world and in dating apps? And there are people who think that just because they want a long-term relationship, that they're okay to like love bomb the shit out of people. Do you know what the definition of love bombing is?
Yes.
Some people don't know. Oh, do you know? I want to be. I've heard it, but please refresh my mind and others who don't know.
I'm gonna tell you. Love bombing is the attempt to influence a person by demonstrations of attention and affection. So basically, it could be used in different ways for positive or negative purposes. So I just was recently cut that off, but was just talking to someone who was love bombing the shit out of me. And it was making me so uncomfortable and I was so overwhelmed because it was like, how are you? We have both the same intention. We both want to be in a long-term relationship. But if we literally just met 48 hours ago, we didn't even meet. We just matched on a dating app. Why do you feel the need to be rushing to lock things down and over-communicate things and over-romanticize things? Like, Shawn, how would you feel? I know the gays are different, but how would you feel if, like, before you even went on a date, guys are asking you about what's your favorite color, what's your favorite meal, what snacks you eat because they want to have it ready for you, like all this
before
all
you
this
even
shit,
go,
doing too
yes, Sean.
much.
Oh God, it just happened to me. I have guys say, "Oh, I'm really falling for you." I'm like, I barely talked to you. I barely made sex sentences
Exactly.
to you, and I just I disappear. I just can't. I
Well,
just can't deal with it.
I'm
Oh
nice
yeah.
enough to not block like some people do. I was encouraged block him, bitch, but I'm not that type of
Mm-hmm.
person. I would like to like let people know and give them the opportunities to know what they did wrong. He didn't want to know, so I just kept it pushing. But like just because we both have the same common agenda, I have my own way of wanting things. Like I'm not gonna rush into the next thing.
Yeah,
Hell to the no.
I think we're in a day and age, especially with social media, like the world we live in. Like people, and you and I was talking about this, and that's I'm like, oh no, you should actually say it. We listen. I've ghosted people too. I've ghosted people too. It's such, but I think as you get older, no, just be honest. Don't ghost anyone. Just be honest. Be like, listen, it's not working, etc., etc. Keep it moving. And that's it. Now, if they want to continue hitting you up and being like aggressive in that sense, and just like rah rah rah, and don't get the hint, then that's when it goes in. But for me, I know Sean, you're a little different. That's what we said. The original bitch, the bitch is not. Because you, when it comes to love, you can be just like me. I'm opposite. I'm Virgo's opposite. I kind of like that shit, love. That's
I do love it too.
that's my favorite
Listen, I don't.
food. Like I want like that's like.
But I'm the type of person too. If we have a plan where to meet and have a date or like hang out in person, I want to get to know you in person. There's so many things that you can talk about in person, and you see people's mannerisms and the way that they are, and their actual true honesty comes out in person. I mean, some people are good liars too, but just texting away, I don't want to fucking pen pal. This isn't locked up like an episode of Locked Up. I don't need to be writing each other letters or texting each other all the time. I don't understand why you guys can't, why guys or girls for that matter can't just do it the old school way and meet in person. I personally, that if that's how you're trying to get at me, you're just gonna turn me off right away. Is that a good luck?
Yeah, I need somebody who want to make plans outside of the app.
Right.
Like
Well, also,
if you're really feeling me, then say, hey, let's go get a coffee or something.
but if you're gonna
I'm
make plans,
fine.
be overbearing and like talk to someone while like right before the date. Like that's too much. What are we gonna talk about? We're gonna sit and look at each other. And I've in my little dating era that I've been going through right now, I've realized I need to not find. I want to match with someone that matches my wave, that is an extrovert like me, that is social, that likes to go out, try new things, try activities. I don't like it's not that I don't like introverts, but I can't see myself with an introvert. I've tried it before. That was the most boring relationship I've ever had, and I don't want to do that. I can be an introvert when I want to.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I don't need somebody who
Yeah, bitch, we know.
wants to go to clubs all the time.
I don't want to go to clubs. It's not just clubs,
And I
though.
don't. I,
No, she doesn't care about the club. She doesn't
like,
even do her thing.
You know me. I don't really care about the clubs. Been there, done that. I more like activities together.
No, but to Sean's point, remember, us gays are a little different, girl.
Yes, you
Because
guys
the
are.
gays, like you said, Sean, are still depending our age group that we date. They do the gays part of the thing of going out and experimenting.
In our age group, gays will party at the clubs till they're 80.
Yeah,
we've seen it.
Yes, we've seen
Not
it,
the
but
old
not all
gays.
of, not all old gays age like that. Some of us still like to dabble in it and have fun right here. But you don't see me out every weekend, every day of the weekend, or even during the week out at the club. Like that gets like I'm older. It's like it's the same shit. Like it's redundant. Like yes, I like to go out, especially more when I travel. Hell yeah, I want to like if I travel, definitely I'm experiencing different cultures. I want to see the music, dancing to the type of gays. So that definitely, I will go out and I will look for a gay bar thing when I'm traveling. Now within New York or certain places that I've been, even like it gets boring. It gets boring to go out every time. Like And I'm sorry, anyone who I'm with,
After
I
a
can't
while,
do
it
it.
doesn't have. Well, after a while, it doesn't have substance. Like, how long can you stand there holding your drink, watching everyone just having interactions and talking? What
Mhm.
nowadays, going out to the club, people don't dance. People just stand there and like eye fuck each other or literally cruise. That's what they do. And to
True.
each their own. But after a while, that shit gets old. The grass is not greener.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true.
Hmm.
But speaking of gays and clubs and all that, I mean, it was Pride Month. So with that being said, I think it's a reason for the gays to just want to be out at the bars and be
Mm.
prideful and stuff. Because I think some of it is
Mhm.
like it's Pride. So how do you show your pride? Go to a gay club, I guess. We need to do better, actually. Maybe I need to get with some people and like do better. Yes, Pride Month, but what else besides the gay clubs and the gay bars could we do for gay people to come together to celebrate and not feel the need to
I've
go to a
seen
club?
I've
That's
seen
something that
some
we need to like.
I've seen some
Add,
advertising for like camping, glamping stuff.
that's different. That's different.
Yeah, I was
I would
like,
do
that's
glamping.
cute.
I would do that. But let's get into Pride Month period. Like, how
Hmm.
was for you, Sean? Again, we haven't seen you for a
Uh,
while. It's been Pride Month. We're ending it. What did you do? Pride? Did you celebrate Pride? Did you go out? What How was the month? How was it over there in Rhode Island with the Pride? What you observed? Like, tell us everything. Your feelings about this whole Pride Month.
it was raining, so I didn't go. I drove by. I was like,
Just because Joe
ah.
Biden, like he's in the parade.
Yeah.
The sugar plum fairy.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
didn't go, but how was it in general? How did you feel the energy in Providence? Was there a lot of people? Were people excited? Like, what did you
It
observe over there?
it seemed like it was popping. Everybody, it seemed like everybody liked it and it was having
I,
fun. A lot of people still went even though it was raining.
yeah, I seen that. Obviously, I have a lot of Rhode Island friends on social media, so I
A
seen
lot of,
that.
and I heard that a lot of people prefer Rhode Island Pride over Boston Pride, which I
Mm,
I,
Listen,
I
I
was
wouldn't
I
be
like,
believe
surprised
it.
I
because
was
that's a
like,
new
I was
time.
like, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, that's true.
You,
I'd
you
rather go.
listen. Back in the day when we were in our early 20s,
In your
Mhm.
listen,
teens.
where we were, younger gays, new gays, we did prefer Boston Pride. I mean, speaking for
Mhm.
myself, we did. I felt Boston Pride was better. But with that being said, I do feel I haven't been to a Providence Pride in a while, but I do feel from what I've seen, and even the last time I went, and from what I've seen throughout the years and videos and such, Providence Pride has gotten bigger and better,
Yeah.
and people from like the other areas like New England and stuff, especially Boston, now come to Providence. So I would agree with that. I
Yeah.
haven't been to a Boston Pride even
Well,
longer than that, but
and I
I can
also
go to.
like that. Like, if you are gonna go to the clubs, the parade when the parade ends, you go straight to the clubs. You don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that brings
There's
business
no
to the clubs.
waiting.
that's true because the parade's usually what evening, night over there now. Like it goes
Yeah,
into night, right?
nighttime
Oh,
parade.
Yeah,
It's
that's
nighttime. Yeah,
nighttime.
opposite of us. That's opposite
yeah.
of us.
Ours is like during
Wait,
the day.
so speaking of gay, shout out to TV and Film Time. Joseph is in the comments.
Hey, and our boy Joseph was
Hey.
here. He was our special guest last week. If you haven't seen that episode, definitely go check it out and go follow him. He's amazing, and we can't wait to have him back cutting it up here on the
Yep.
show because he was amazing. There was so much to talk about last week that we
Too
didn't even
much
talk
that we missed out.
about.
I
A
will be
lot.
DMing you. Do you want
But
to
Yeah.
talk about your
So
pride?
I know. I heard you went to two.
well, okay, so
Hmm.
no, but Melanie was part of that Pride, just in general Pride Month. We went to LA, and it so happened, and I think we said this on the show too. We didn't have planned a week that Saturday. We were supposed to fly out that coming Friday. That Saturday, me and Melanie are hanging out with our good Judy Ralph. Shout out to Ralph. Um, and they bring up that it's LA Pride, and I'm like, really? I didn't know. I didn't
Mhm.
know. Melanie thought I knew, and I'm like, no, I really didn't know. So I was like, okay, cool. And we went to LA and it was a great pride. It was a
Yeah,
great pride. I was
Mhm.
shook and surprised, like
the
how
turnout was
packed
crazy.
WeHo was. I have not seen it so energized and packed like that. And I was even comparing it to like New York streets, like Hell's Kitchen and stuff. I have not seen it so packed. It was like so energized. And so many gay bars too, and everything was just so packed. The energy just
It's
packed. From
it's like
punk
a mecca,
to
you
Tom
know.
Tom to all the other
It's a
things
pump.
to what was the big club that's known for that we went.
Mickey's?
No, not Mickey.
Rocco's?
No, the first one we was gonna go to. I ended up going to it on Sunday.
Oh, the Abbey.
The Abbey, which was a big,
Oh.
It's a
gay.
staple.
Well, it's a big staple. I'm not gonna say gay mecca because even straight people go there, but the Abbey, it was insane. Like the energy over there was insane, and I'm glad I guess went. I guess without knowing we
Mhm.
were going to LA Pride because it was great to experience. It was definitely great to experience and do that, and I'm glad I did that because honestly, my New York Pride itself didn't turn out the way I thought it was gonna be. To be honest, it really didn't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It didn't. This weekend was the last few days period have been emotionally, mentally, and physically tiring.
A world.
Tiring, a whirlwind. Yes, tiring. Even today, like
Hey,
I
I
think
I didn't I haven't been paying attention to social media. So what happened to your
Thank God.
New York
listen.
adventure?
I'm not gonna get into details per se. It just didn't turn out the way I thought it was gonna turn out. I was expecting more. I was optimistic going into it that weekend more, but things turned out different. And where I was around the gay stuff, and I guess I was around. Everything was going on this week. I was around, but I didn't really participate or really was in the mix of things per se because yeah, Sunday, Melanie, Ralph, and we hung out. We
We
drunk,
celebrated
ate,
Pride in Harlem,
we
like
celebrated Pride in Harlem,
bougie gay bitches do.
and there was and it was Harlem Pride in Harlem too, as New
Yeah.
York Pride was going on. So, but yeah, that was Pride. But listen, as we know, there's a lot of Pride events throughout the whole
I can't
summer.
wait for this show to be over so I get
Yes, you won't get the after show off air. But I do want to say what I did for Pride. Let the straight person say what they did for Pride.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I was very stressed out by a lot of situations. So I got a massage and I did cupping. Have you ever done cupping before? It's when they take.
I haven't done cupping.
Oh,
I know.
No,
This is sexual.
not sexual. It's like Eastern medicine. It's Chinese Eastern medicine or something. They basically take
but
like
those,
these cups.
yeah.
Do you see my mark? It's crazy. My whole back has all that. I look like Michael Phelps. This bitch is choking. But I do want to say that this Pride, I think I'm glad that I experienced LA Pride because I think if we wouldn't have experienced it and we would have been here for New Year Pride and given the circumstances and stuff, it just would have been a horrible way to end it considering like it wasn't what Pride is meant to be.
Yeah, but because thank God for that LA Pride because we had fun. That was fun. It was fun. I didn't know what to expect. We went into it, but it was fun. I had so much fun in LA. Like LA still I'm still smile big naturally because LA was so much fun. And shout out to our girl Barbie as well. She was there the whole weekend with us. You've seen Barbie.
Yeah.
You're Virgo
She's
sister.
amazing. You're Virgo sister, bitch. Like if y'all hang out, y'all would love each other too. Yeah, Virgo stuff. That would love each other. But moving on to other things. Something that I kind of wanted to mention. It was in my notes to mention last week's show, but we had so much to talk about. And we couldn't talk about this, but something that I've been enthralled with, and it's just crazy and just fascinated with this whole submarine Titanic thing that went down.
Was it a submarine? I thought it was like a submerging thing. I don't think it was really a submarine. They called it something else.
It's a submersible.
Submersible.
It's a sub. It's a
not
sub.
Because a submarine has to have
It's
engine.
submissive to begin with. It's a sub.
It don't even got engines. It just
But listen, I mean, we all at this point we all know the details. We know what went down. It's an expedition that started Sunday. It's basically like a tour type of thing that rich people shit. They pay up
My
to a quarter
brother
million
told me.
dollars. Pay up to a $250,000 to basically be lowered to go see through a little window in the submarine. The Titanic remains. It's not
Do you
like they
want me
get
to
to
give you
swim
a
out.
do you want me to give you like a synopsis?
I mean, you can give the people a synopsis for the people listening or watching.
This is from directly from my brother's mouth. Long story short, billionaire conned four other billionaires and a son to go on a submarine tube to dive to the Titanic site, charging 250,000 per person. Even after multiple attempts of telling the billionaire owner of the company that the submarine wasn't safe because it was made out of cheap material, um, he still went through with it, and all of that could have been prevented. And basically, it went all the way to the seafloor, and now I think that they found debris
No. Today they showed pictures of them taking out parts of the thing. I don't know if it reached the seafloor.
and human remains.
They think like as it was going down, it exploded. Now let's get into some details. There has been other tours that people have come out alive. Like they've done the tours before. Other people have done it. So this is not the first time, or it's not a first dummy crash test type of thing. So it's been done before, but it's still a very dangerous thing. They have like when you sign this, this thing, this contract or whatever, basically signing your life away. It says a lot of things, and again, there's been so many news stories and so many things that have explained it. We're not gonna go into detail like that, but basically, like basically saying you could die, you could have mental issues, etc., etc., etc. by doing this. So it happened. It imploded. Now, the thing is, many people believe that it imploded that same day on Sunday. The news broke on Monday, and yet we were still pretending and having hope. All these news media outlets on Tuesday were still, oh, they're running out of oxygen, but there's still hope, and we'll see. But many believe it imploded, and that the National Guards and all the higher up people knew it already imploded. It was done with Sunday. But yeah, on Monday, Tuesday, we want to say, oh, we heard what are possible knocks. So a lot of people are thinking that the media was just being the media and just running the narrative to avoid other things going on. Um, when we know, like most likely, it went down Sunday and happened Sunday.
Well,
Would that be?
I didn't really follow this.
I thought. Oh,
I followed it, and I have 3 points. First of all, like there's so many dives that they took that they couldn't see the ship. Like it's not even guaranteed that you can go see the ship if you dive. I'm like, that's some bullshit.
That part.
2, the Britannia, which is the sister ship of the Titanic, is sunken. I forget, somewhere in Europe. It's sunk in there, and it's only like 100 meters off the from the sea level, So you can there's sunlight can hit it. You can actually go down and see it with scuba diving equipment and regular scuba diving equipment, and actually go see a ship and be guaranteed to see a ship. And it's just, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
So much controversy. Now, what do you think about?
And the memes. And
the memes came
out so quick.
Well, this is what I was. Thank you very much. This is my next point. There was so many memes, and even in LA we met Nick Trawick.
Yeah.
It sounds like Jason Trawick, Britney's ex-boyfriend. No relation. But Nick Trawick, who is, if y'all haven't heard of Nick Trawick, just think of the guy who does the Dora backpacking the memes. Now listen, he did a meme saying like, "Oh, me going to the bottom of the sea basically to get billions because to get some money because
get the
life's expensive or whatever."
Wallet, yeah.
Listen, there was and the meme, and not only him but other memes did things, and there was controversy because there was a lot of people that were saying or thinking that it's insensitive. Perez Hilton even actually posted, like, called out Nick Trawick, saying that what is going on with the world, like, why are people so desensitized, that this is not right, it's too soon to be making jokes like this, etc., etc. What's your thoughts on, like, is it too soon, the memes and all that stuff? You brought it up strong too, so, like, what do you think about it?
It was a little bit too soon. Some of them were,
Mm-hmm.
some of them were mean.
I saw the
Like,
meme before I saw the
just
story.
just because they were billionaires, some of them were mean.
Yeah.
Um,
And I didn't know that there was a son, like there was an underage person.
I tagged
He was 18.
I tagged you, Charles, in one, but that was it about the people in the submarine. That was more about if we were in the submarine, how we would
Yeah.
But and I thought that was a little funny, but they're still too soon. And I also hated that the news had a countdown timer to when they'll run out of oxygen. I was like, that's so morbid. Like,
That is very morbid.
you don't have
Imagine
to have
being
it.
a family member.
Yeah, and watching the countdown clock to your kid's death. Like,
the only thing I could say though about Perez saying something and like feeling some type of way about it, I mean, yes, he's true. It's right. It's not right that people are making memes and like saying things like that, but it's rich coming from a person who spent his
Out of his
time
career.
his career and his time in the 2000s exposing people's sexuality and
Being
exposing
mean to
gossip
people,
and being mean.
nasty.
Like, boy, bye. Is that your way of like making some righting your wrongs? Because it's not.
Listen, people change. With time, people change. So it sucks because this is what happens. People could change, but your past will always be held against you. So the thing is, you have to have a little grace when you go on your platform to knock someone else, because it's like, well, okay, I was 20 years ago, I was this person's age, or I was in this person's position where I was being funny, being mean, whatever. So you have to give people grace. And that's my advice for Price Hill. Is like, you have to give people grace because you had a past, and I'm sorry, but people like us will bring up your past when you're trying to be a bitch and blast someone else. Yes, maybe you're trying to move forward and be a better person, but with that being said, have a little more grace before you go blast someone for being insensitive. Because you were worse.
I was just like, at least wait for them to be confirmed dead before you stop posting some memes.
I think that the specific meme.
It was just, I was like, while it was
Nick,
happening, I was like, wow, you're doing memes while it's happening. While
the meme that Nick Trawick posted wasn't even geared toward the whole situation. It was a joke about Ariel and the Little Mermaid, but whatever.
Yeah, moving on. Moving on. I definitely wanted to talk about this because I was like, this whole story has been fascinating. And funny enough that we talked about it today, because today it came out that they basically started taking out, some remains and debris from the whole implosion, which again, it's mind blowing. But we want to have some fun. Melanie paid big bucks for this next game we're gonna play.
Why you gotta do me like that?
So let's get into this. Melanie set up this game. I don't know exactly what it is, but
okay. So it's never have I ever. Let me start it all over. It's never have I ever the naughty version, the dirty version.
Ooh, we like naughty and dirty.
Because our little naughty friend Shawn is in the building. All right, you ready? I was gonna get my paddle, but I guess not. Well, Shawn doesn't have a paddle, so it's fine. Never have I ever had sex in an elevator. No.
No.
Bitch, you have not. I would have known.
No, well, you did. I thought you knew a lot of things in this. You didn't know something.
Oh yeah, you know.
But have I? I think maybe I've done a little sucky or gotten a little suck, but nothing like fully. Continue.
Oral sex is sex.
All right, so I have.
Okay, never have I ever masturbated at a place not my home.
Yep,
I have.
Yep, I have it too. Boys are horny. If there's a man that hasn't, please, he's lying.
Never have I ever had sex with someone while being abroad. Charlie, take a sip.
Being a what?
Abroad, like being overseas.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm going
yeah.
abroad. I'm going
Not as much,
abroad.
but oop, never have I ever had an affair with a friend's parent.
Wait, had sex with a French parent?
Yes,
No, never.
had an affair
No.
Wait, an affair? No, but it would
with
be
a
hot.
No.
friend's parent. Stacy's mom has got it
God,
going
going
on.
on.
All right, never have I ever had sex in a forest. Yep.
Oh,
Does
I
a
have.
park count? Oh, you
Oh, it's
ew.
kind
I know exactly where. I know exactly. Virginia Beach camp. Never have I ever.
in the
No.
bathroom.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Those camp bathrooms were disgusting. Oh my god, you could have gotten
Ew.
scabies.
Honey,
Never
we
have
were
I ever-
standing up.
I don't want to even picture that. Never have I ever performed in an amateur drag show. Shawn, you did. Right?
Yeah, but not in a drag queen.
Never.
I was a backup dancer.
Never have I ever used a riding crop. What's a riding crop?
I don't know, but I never have.
A whip.
Oh, a whip.
Hmm.
During sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have. There's some
Shout out
people
to
that like
Pure
be spanked.
Romance.
No. Pure romance aside. There's some people out there that like to be whipped. So I'm the master. You want it? Get it. Pay me.
Never have I ever shared intimate details about my sex life with somebody that's not my partner. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We was talking shit. Never have I ever slept with someone I met on an online dating site.
Why did the gays laugh that hard? That's not good.
Because I knew it was coming for y'all.
I mean, do we need even our last said it all? Next.
Never have I ever been attracted to someone significantly younger. Not me.
Not significantly younger. I mean, have I, been?
What's
I've had
significantly younger?
Significantly other would be 5 years or more.
Okay, your
then me.
age and 19 or 20.
Oh.
Our age now versus 19 or 20. Or 18.
Found them attractive?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's cute 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20.
Okay. Never have I ever, this is for y'all. Never have I ever put my penis in a sock.
No.
No.
I know some people do that and jerk off.
Yeah,
whatever, just so they could jerk off
never
to
did
something
that.
and wipe. But that's straight people
Yeah.
thing. I think that's straight boy stuff.
Yeah.
That's really straight guy stuff.
You
Something
got
like
that.
American Pie.
Then you get that hot ass sock.
Red Hot
Different
Chili
type of
Peppers.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Never have I ever bought something in a sex shop. I have. We went together in Chelsea.
I have.
Yeah.
Of course.
After
Of
brunch.
course. It's lube, poppers.
Oh, shit. Oh, funny story about poppers, Shawn. There was a fucking little queen next to me in the club in LA with a drink in her hand and poppers in the other hand. Like,
I don't know what's the new thing, y'all. I don't know. I mean, we know, Shawn, don't blast our friend. But we know a friend, because Melanie even knows our friend, who did the poppers in the club. But I mean, I thought that was peculiar and different back then. But I don't know what's going on now.
I thought it was
It's a big thing.
It's a new thing. It's a new big thing. A lot. I've seen it a lot. It's something more newer that I'm seeing way more of people out there with poppers at the club.
really?
Maybe,
I just saw that
it's
one
getting
time.
popular with like people with good jobs, you know.
When I came back and
tested.
when I over here, I seen it.
You don't have
crazy.
to worry about getting drug tested.
It's crazy.
Well,
But go ahead,
that's
next.
crazy. Never have I ever talked about sex with my mother.
No, I don't
I've
think
thought-
no, not with my mom.
Yeah, I've talked about sex with my mom.
Oh, this is a good one. Never have I ever hooked up with a closeted celebrity.
Positive celebrity. Did I? Well, no. Mike Reese is out. Who else have I hooked up? That's like us, like
The
celeb?
mayor.
The mayor was out. That's just.
Ooh.
Hopefully, we don't get flagged and shut down with this work.
It's not, well, this
But
not,
he stepped down too from Congress, so.
yeah, they don't know where and which person. Never have I ever made love on a coffee table.
Does the kitchen counter count? Or
No,
like
bitch.
kitchen island?
Yeah.
Coffee table.
Not a coffee
No.
table then. Not a coffee table then.
Yeah.
No.
Never have I ever been shocked by a sex story. I was shocked this Sunday, honey.
Have I ever been shocked by a sex story? No.
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 Mm.
Actually, I think I've had stories where you gagged, but I don't think you were shocked.
I don't know.
All right, last one.
I don't know when I was like, I thinking about like when I was a kid and we heard about 2 girls in 1 cup.
Oh.
Oh, that
That
was
was-
disgusting.
that
I
was-
watched that shit. I was like, that is like melted Snickers. Like, y'all lying.
No.
Last one. Never have I ever fallen from the bed during sex.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Maybe pulled a muscle and felt a cramp, but no. Never.
I pulled a muscle.
Not falling a thing. That was fun. That was fun, but back to listen. Did you guys hear about Madonna?
No.
Miss Dame Madonna was since Saturday, and actually I want to read. I have it ready. Excuse me. I want to read. Not Melissa Gorger trying to dress in pride, trying to act like get the gays attention. Not this game, Melissa. I hate you. Anyways, yeah, Madonna was found unresponsive and rushed to a New York City hospital Saturday. This was actually Saturday. According to page 6. The Material Girl, 64, was intubated for at least one night. Excuse me. You're like,
I heard.
on.
Well, I feel like, first of all, I hope that the media is not lying to us, because I really hope that she's okay and they're not just making it seem like she's fine, she's alert, and like this bitch is in a coma. Like, I would be devastated. When you sent me the news earlier today and I saw that, my heart dropped. First of all, please do not die before I see you in concert. Second of all, please don't die, period. I love Madonna, and she's only 64. That's so young. Like,
Yeah. Well,
that's really
Madonna's
sad.
longtime manager, Guy Osiris, shared on Instagram Wednesday that his client had developed a serious bacterial infection, which led to a several days stay in the ICU. Now,
Is that from
could
the
you be
like,
found unresponsive because of a bacterial infection?
Yeah,
maybe from the implant? Maybe implant
from the butt implants.
plastic surgery. It could happen. Yeah.
Ooh, good point.
I think somebody actually was found dead. I forgot what celebrity it was, but it was like a bacterial infection.
Well, he says this. He posted this on Saturday, June 24. Madonna developed a serious bacterial infection, which led to a several days stay in the ICU. Her health is improving. However, she is still under medical care. Full recovery is expected. At this time, we will need to pause all commitments. And as we know, she announced her celebration tour earlier this year, which includes the tour. We will share more details with you as soon as we have them, including a new start date for the tour and for rescheduled shows. This tour was supposed to kick off July, what do I have here? 15th, 16th in Canada.
Mm. And we were supposed to go August 24th
Mm-hmm.
at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
That really
So there goes
sucks.
that. Yeah.
This would be the second. This would be the second artist to reschedule a show that we've seen. The first one was Justin Timberlake, and that show was whack.
Yeah.
But I hope she's okay.
Yeah, we pray for Madonna. We hope she's okay. I'm sending out.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of his new music.
Who?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
He apparently he did recently. He had a song like was it Romeo Santos, Charlie? I don't remember. He did like a bachata song.
Yeah. Still wasn't that great.
And I was like, why is he doing Dominican genres? That's weird, but very different.
To try to still stay relevant and get that like crossover type of thing.
He got the black card with Justified. Now he wants to get the Latin card.
Yeah, but I think at this point, like anyone else, when time goes by, like your star is not as bright. Sometimes you have a big comeback where you do resurge and are big again with the new generation plus your old generation. But that happens very in between with
Far and
artists
few.
and stuff.
I think the only way that he will actually like get his swag back and like actually people would be happy to see him is if he reunites with NSYNC.
I
And
think
like
at
if
this
they did
point,
the same shit that Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block
yep.
did,
I
that
think honestly, honest to God, like at this point, Justin Timberlake, because I think his ego, we all deal with egos in different ways, all of us,
oh,
including myself. I think at
Aquarius.
this point, looking at his career the last few years, especially the hot waters he's been with when the whole Janet thing and this whole resurgence of the Janet thing and then the Britney Spears thing was going on and people were attacking him for like what they felt was oh not womanizer but the whole me Too movement and stuff. It turned on him. It was like, wait a minute. Everyone before didn't pay attention to Justin Timberlake with the whole boob thing. It was placed on the woman. He really didn't say much. The white boy was
He got
quiet. It still
protected.
wasn't scathed by the whole controversy. Then with the whole
Protected.
Britney Spears thing, how she was ridiculed and basically to the cross while he escaped free, yet made a video that was with a Britney Spears lookalike, tore her down. So I think years later that came to bite him in the ass. And honestly,
Karma.
I think that he lost a few brownie points. Plus, again, period, with time and in general, everyone's star power always doesn't stay that bright like always. Beyonce is one of those those special case scenarios, but you know, um, but yeah, moving on to it,
We
just
went on
like
to a
that.
tangent.
Yeah, we went on to a tangent. But and just like that, did you watch Sean? I know I don't have to ask Melody because Melody was looking forward to it and such. But are you on board with the new Sex and the City spinoff and just like that? Have you been watching it? What are your thoughts?
No, without my favorite character.
Well, listen, my
I
Bitch,
was,
favorite
she's
character
coming
wasn't
back.
there either. My favorite character's not there either. But I
yeah.
watched season 1 and I'm watching season 2.
I love it
I'll,
anyway.
I'll see when she comes back. I'll see.
I'm a
Well,
carry.
I mean, listen, she's gonna come back for what, like 2 minutes at the end of the last episode. So don't
Yeah.
expect like a whole episode with Samantha. But we'll take what
I
we
Um,
can get
saw
with it.
I
I'm
saw
watching. I'm watching her show. Her new show. That
On
show
Netflix.
is
Is it
banging.
good? I read it, and
what's
I
the
think
name of it?
Um. I forget the name. Hold on.
look for it and tell us because I know I'm having a brain fart about it too, but I kind of want to check it out. And I hear she's kind of like a bitch in that show too. She's kind of like a
Yeah,
Miranda
it's
Priestly from Red
Devil
Devil
Wears
Wears
yeah,
Prada.
yeah.
Oh, Melanie, what were you saying? While Sean looks that up.
I said that I saw a clip of her on a show and she was
The View.
being interviewed on The View and she said that for her to come back, she asked Patricia Fields to come back.
Mhm.
Patricia Fields is like the reason why I went to fashion school. I
Really?
love that woman. I would love to meet her in person. Yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
Yeah.
look at that. Kim Cattrall wanted her specifically. Like that's I love
It's glamorous. It's called glamorous.
glamorous.
Glamorous?
Yes, glamorous.
Yeah.
Glamorous on Netflix, Melody.
Yeah.
And honestly,
I'll look it up.
I mentioned
I
it
need a new
last
show.
week. I think. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, all these shows are coming out in time for the gays. But yeah, glamorous. I kind of want to watch it too. I kind of want to watch it. And I hear her characters like a little. Yeah, it's like a Miranda Priestly from Devil Wears Prada. So I kind of want to watch it.
I'm
know,
gonna watch it and I'll report back because I don't have anything else to watch right now.
Don't
And then
Don't binge
Real
watch.
Housewives of New York.
I say don't binge watch a lot of your shows right now because
Why?
the actors might go on strike on the 30th.
Again?
On the 30th of June or July. The writers are on
June.
strike right now.
The actor, yeah, the writers are on strike. The actors might go on strike.
Well, we seen
The
an actor
actors.
recently walked off The View while he was promoting a movie because
Who?
he walked off. I'm having a brain fart of what's his name. If y'all want to look it up while I'm talking,
I'll look it up.
An actor recently, a male actor recently, just a few weeks ago, walked off the interview with The View.
Dermot
Excuse-
Mulroney.
Yes, him. He's kind of good looking for an older daddy too. He walked off in support of the writer's strike, which I found
Mhm.
it was weird to see.
Why go there in the
But
in
yeah,
the first place?
exactly. So a lot of commenters said that. A lot of commenters were like, but yeah, wow. So hopefully it doesn't get to that, but we'll see. I feel like this happens a lot.
That would shut down Hollywood if the actors go on strike.
But this has happened a lot. Writer strikes and actor strikes. This has happened. I remember it happened back in 2000 and 11, 12, and I know why, because season 3 of Supernatural was impacted. It was less episodes. So back,
Mhm.
no, I know that for a fact. A lot of shows that
As a
year
lot of
you will
shows,
see had a shorter season episode because of the writer's strike. So
that's why my favorite show, Hero. I remember it got
back then, yes,
it
that too.
it
I
ended
remember
horribly because of the writer's
the writer's
What is
strike.
strike.
Hero?
Oh my
You never heard
god!
of Hero? I
It
didn't
was
watch it
like
like that, but it was popular.
it was like X-Men but live action.
Yeah,
It
it was
was like
popular. I
it
really
was
didn't get into it
good.
like that, but people loved it.
It
People
was
loved
good
Hmm.
in the beginning.
People loved
I
it.
don't know her.
Um, but speaking of it, just like that, it's a show that we love because it's so nostalgic and it talks about relationships and the relatability. Like we all, it's I the reason why we all love Sex and the City so much, and for me, why I still watch it just like that, because it's like now they're older and we're older, so the relatability with just everything in life and the what like relationship and everything that comes with it, it's that much more like yeah. Like when we were younger when Sex and the City first came out.
We were
We were like
what?
under 18 when Sex and the City first
I
season
was
came out.
I want to
Both of
say
us.
I was like 11 or 12 and I was like mesmerized by these women. And
Mhm.
now that we are the age, we are actually the
When,
age that
when
they
they came
are
out
when their show was running.
originally. Yeah.
I'm rewatching season 3 and they're 34 years old at the time. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I fucking relate." You want to know something really funny? One of my male friends came over to visit and I had Sex in the City like on the background and like he was so invested and it was so funny because like there
It's
are
a good
people that
show.
don't know
It's a good
shit.
show.
Yeah, it's such a great show. Sex aside, like just the fact that it's like in New York City and it's like almost like New York never changed in a sense.
In a sense.
It's the same.
A little bit, yeah.
But I love and just like that
And it's
and
hard being in New York. It's hard.
it
Like
is
one of the
very
things that stays the same and prevalent and never changes, even back then, Sex and the City, and just like that now, and even having conversations with people in New York. Because trust me, I did my research. I've spoken a lot with people this weekend, and just in general the last. It's hard, and I hear that I heard this a lot before,
It's
but
hard
it's
out here
so
for a pimp.
true. It is so true. Seeing it now in our 30s, it's hard to date in New York. It's hard because people are always New York is one of those cities where people are always looking for the next best thing. Like
Mhm.
people think they are that the next best thing is out there and don't cherish what they have right in front of
Right.
them. And that it's like it's like people. I feel like people in New York is people that we're never satisfied. You know what I mean? We buy that new pair of jeans that we thought we wanted so much and we love. We
Mhm.
get it, then we get bored and start looking at the windows for the next good pair of jeans. Then we find that good pair of jeans, and it's like, I want that new pair of jeans. I thought I like that model, but I want that one. And you work and do all your games, save your money. You get that new pair of jeans, throw the old one away, and then you find out the grass ain't greener on the other side.
No, it doesn't fit as well as the first one. My thing
Mhm.
with like dating in New York is that there are so many options, and some people are afraid to lock in, or like it's like people have ADHD with dating, and they rather like I like what I have, but I want more. I enjoy this person, but I also want my other my cake in the side.
Or
And
not even
this is
that I
coming
want
from a
more. It's like they're
person.
still looking for more. Like, oh,
Yeah, they're not
is there anything
fulfilled.
else
And this
better
is
out there?
and I'm speaking from existence, from experience, from a
Mhm.
person that's dating currently. I've noticed that like a lot of people are in open relationships, the non-ethical monogamy or ethical non-monogamous relationships, whatever, fucking open relationship. A lot of people are in that. A lot of people want casual. And it's funny not to judge people because at the end of the day, you never
What
know
works for
people and
work
their
for people,
backgrounds.
yeah. What works for
But
people
like,
works.
right. But my thing is with the whole casualness of it all, people our age years ago were already like settled down, already having 2 or 3 kids. People our age now, like they just want to keep things casual, don't want to settle down. Most of them, not all of them. but the majority out there for the straights, and I'm speaking for the straight committee, it's a lot of casual sex happening.
Well, listen, if you think it's bad for the straights, how do you think it's going for the gays?
The
The only
gays
people
ain't got
safe,
no chance.
the only people safe in this whole thing right now are lesbians. I'm about to become a big old
The
lesbian.
daughter of Bilitis.
I'm
The
about to
daughter of
become a big old
Bilitis.
lesbian because those lesbians, for one thing, they find each other, they move in, and they stay committed. They just stay there. They stay there. Like
Mm.
the straight people and the
I don't
gays.
think I can't. I don't think a lesbian will do it for me, child. I need a man.
It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And I'm sorry for swearing so much on today's show, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, my nephews or I watch or whatever. I'm sorry, but today's one of those days.
Mhm.
Today drained me. Marvel's voice. No, but
Mhm.
for real, like it's insane. Like our generation, I feel like we're kind of fucked. And the thing is, you said to add to what you said, Melanie. You said people back our age, whatever, was already married. The thing to play devil's advocate. Remember, back then, the our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, they were again. I feel like this program. Like
Mhm.
you're married,
It
especially
was instilled.
especially our grandparents and great grandparents. Especially our grandmas. They get married off at 16 years old, while
Ooh,
the
I
man's
know.
18. No, bitch, but that's the way it
While
used
the
to
man
happen
is
back in the day.
34.
While the man's
Yeah.
like, I was gonna be nice and say they're 16 and the man's 18, 19, 20. But you're right. In some cases, the man was 34 back in the day, while the girl was like 16. And they get married off, and it's like you get married, you listen to your husband's cheating, but you stay in it. You stay in it.
You got me
Back in the
fucked up.
day, the 60s, the 50s, the thing, they stayed in it while the man was cheating left and right. That's why you hear about all these grandpappies that have all these kids. You hear about these women that
Mhm.
stayed in it. Like, no, it's true. It's funny
It's
because it's
true.
true, though. It's funny because it's true. And that's why I have all these things. It's a little different now. And I know we also think that, damn, our generation is fucked. But maybe in a sense, too, our generation is kind of stupid. I don't want to disrespect our old generation, our grandparents. That's what they do then. But again, that's what they do then. And we're not gonna go by that whole shit like get married off and deal with getting beat, cheated on left and right, and just don't do nothing and stay with the man, stay with the man.
Well, I think that it's a mixture of things, right? Like, I don't think everyone should be like how the baby boomers and everyone used to be back in the day, where they would get married and stay married and through thick and thin. But I feel like there has been so much pressure from our like parents and the grandparents to get married and settle down the same way that they did, that people our age now and our generation is like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on myself, focus on my mental health, focus on what I want before I settle down with anyone. And I commend that because I'm the same way. I could have been married a long time ago, but I'm not going to settle down with just anyone.
I
I
also think we live longer, so people
Yeah,
are also thinking, do I really want to be with this person for the rest of my
facts.
life?
I'm selective of who
Like
I want to date. Imagine marry.
like we could live to be 100, and this
Oh,
that's a
not a
long.
hundred.
Well, I don't think we. I
I don't
also
think
don't
a
think our
You,
hundred,
generation is
bitch.
gonna live
With the
100
way
either.
diabetes is around, I don't think
Oh
a
no, the way
hundred.
just our world and the way global warming and all that toxins and everything. I don't think our generation is gonna see 100
hey,
either,
you never
especially Gen
know.
Z and everyone else coming. Unfortunately, but I don't see that.
I will say the only advice that I have that I learned through therapy also is that don't lose or alter your purpose or your intentions while dating because of others. Don't feel the need that just because you see a bunch of people wanting to have casual sex and just hook up, or not want things to be long term and they want it to be short term, or the flip side, they want to get married and have kids right away. Don't let those things, don't let other people's opinions or options or like what they want affect what you want. Like, you need to know what you want, you need to know what you expect before you decide to even entertain anyone,
Hmm.
because you're not about to have me feeling bad about myself, like, oh, I feel bad that I want XYZ from a person, but they're not on the same wavelength, you know? Like, I
Mhm.
could have felt bad that I wanted to just be friends with someone before dating. No, that's my prerogative.
I agree. But listen, any closing statements on this closing out the month of Pride? Sean, anything you have to close out with that you remind?
I don't know. I don't feel like it's the end of Pride.
No, it's really not.
We
We
have
have the
all
whole
summer.
summer for
The
real.
whole summer's
Different
up.
states, different state. Like I know it's all summer. Yeah, it's Pride Month in general to highlight Pride and all that stuff. But technically, it does
Yeah,
run all summer through
we run
different
this
of the
summer.
country. Yeah.
I got closing thoughts.
um, but closing thoughts is I'm glad that it wasn't. Well, we still got more to go, but I'm glad that for now it wasn't as dangerous as people were
Yes.
predicting it was going to
Yes,
be.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank
So,
God for that. That's a good
hmm
point. Thank God for that because no lie, Sean, I went into this month with the Pride Month, seeing certain things online and a little anxious. And I said this to someone.
hmm
I don't know exactly who I said it to, but I did have this conversation and I said, with the climate and certain things, I'm a little, I actually no, I told my therapist I'm a little afraid I told my therapist I'm a little afraid of like my anxiety has me thinking like, oh, what about like guns or someone who wants to like
hmm
try themselves or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's very
Pulse.
true. That's very, very true. You brought up a good point, Sean. And
hmm
luckily, no craziness. Thank you, God. Knock on wood, and let's keep it that way. No craziness during this Pride Month. So that's a very good point. Because I definitely told my therapist about that before this month started about my slight anxiety of going into this month. Melanie?
My only closing thoughts about Pride is that Pride is not just for the month, it's like a lifestyle. No, it's basically a movement that should continue no matter the month, the year, whatever. People need to the LGBTQIA plus community needs to remember you guys are all brothers and sisters. You guys need to unite against the enemies, and also don't forget all the trials and tribulations and everything that everyone fought for previously, and all the freedom that and the rights you guys have now. Don't take advantage of it. And also, to piggyback off of that, I don't think pride only applies to just the LBGT community. It also applies to everyone in general. Be happy with who you are. Be happy of who you want to be with, who you represent, and how you see yourself. Like, just be happy overall.
Yeah, I wanted to add to that. I think what the reason why, and I seen it this weekend too, but I was out on a train and whatever time. Like you seen so many people, girls, white, like all people type of, especially girls. Like I'm always so fascinated to see all the influx of girls. But I think it's also, it's not. I'm like, oh, they are lesbians, but like you said, it's about. I think what a lot of our allies love and want to come and flock to these prides is because exactly what you said. It's not only, it's celebrating just because we're celebrating being just ourselves. I think a lot of people are like, they're celebrating just being free. And a lot of people also come, I think, are allies as well. Like,
Safe
yes,
space.
celebrate a safe space. Thank you. A safe space they can come to. Yeah, I'm a skinny, looking anorexic bitch, but I love my skinny bones. I'm a
I'm a
dark,
big
dark, 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 dark skin bitch, but I love my dark skin. I'm a big bitch, but I love my big self. It's like you said, it's celebrating and just loving yourself fully. I said this in one of my things, live and be. What is it? I don't know if you've seen the thing. Live loud, live proud, and be you. Also to add, for my gay people, pride is about also being pride, not only going out and celebrating and being promiscuous, but being proud of yourself, fully being proud of yourself, fully coming out and not hiding yourself in little ways, but yet you're out, you're being pride, you're out there, you're wanting to be pride, but you're still hiding yourself. No, fully come out of yourself and celebrate yourself and be fully proudful of who you are as a person. Love yourself, and when you start loving yourself and truly come out and fully just be proud and out, things start getting better.
and you can love others.
And you
the
can
right
easily
way.
love others the right way.
In the words of Mother Lady Gaga, I'm beautiful in my way because God makes no mistakes.
And in the words of RuPaul, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? That's our show today. Make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe. July is gonna be a hot month. We're excited for one of our
Hot
special
girl
guests coming in
summer.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we have a special guest that I'm gagged and excited about, and we'll get into the details that day and next week leading up to that episode. We thank you guys so much. You can follow, like, subscribe, share all over on YouTube. A like, a share goes a long way. A subscription goes a long way, and it's free. Facebook, Spotify, iHeart, Apple, Google Podcasts. Share all that. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys, and we see you guys next week. Adios.
We're not taking
Bye.
no breaks. No breaks.